U.S. President Donald Trump has been strongly opposed to the nuclear deal between Iran and the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council plus Germany. Trump spoke fiercely against the deal since the days he was running for president in 2016. And now, 7 months into his term, the U.S. president has intensified his efforts to derail the international agreement that was unanimously endorsed by the UN Security Council. Trump's close ties with Saudi Arabia and Israel, 2 strong opponents of the deal, is said to be strengthening his anti-Iran stance. Iran has been complaining about American policies and decisions that are violating or undermining the nuclear deal. The head of the Atomic Energy Organization of Iran says that Trump is trying to scrap the agreement that's also known as the JCPOA. Dr. Salehi warns that the U.S. administration has launched a campaign to pressure the International Atomic Energy Agency to falsely declare that Iran is in breach of the JCPOA.
Iran has been cooperative during the entire agreement. The United States is just claiming that Iran is not going along. And we can tell this by the fact that the United States is not providing any evidence of their claims. They're just going ahead and claiming this. They claimed Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, showed no evidence of it. They claimed Bashar al-Assad was using chemical weapons even after he voluntarily gave up his. I mean, this is just stock in trade for the United States.
U.S. Ambassador to the UN recently visited the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna. There, she met with nuclear experts tasked with verifying the Iran nuclear deal. Later, Nikki Haley pressed the IAEA to seek access to certain Iranian military bases. The comments drew strong reactions from top Iranian officials. They stressed that the nuclear agreement allows no inspection of any military site in Iran. In a letter to the IAEA, Tehran warned the agency that the U.S. is escalating its efforts to push the IAEA to declare that Iran is violating the deal. Meanwhile, analysts and former U.S. officials are warning that the White House is pressuring the U.S. intelligence community to come up with a justification for Trump to refuse to recertify the deal. That could also mean a concerted effort to look for loopholes in the deal to work against Iran, like the issue of snap inspections.
It's just another ploy by the United States to justify further hostilities. They're trying to twist things and turn things to try to make it look like Iran is not being cooperative when it in fact is. Most often, situations like these serve a double purpose. One, it tends to make the country that the United States is pressuring to look bad. On the other side of that, it also allows them an opportunity to go in and do intelligence gathering.
The IAEA has verified several times over the past 2 years that Iran is fully complying with the terms of the 2015 nuclear accord. The deal removed atomic-related sanctions in return for limitations on Iran's nuclear energy program. The U.S., which is a party to the agreement, stands accused of violating the letter and the spirit of the JCPOA. For instance, during his speeches around the world, the U.S. president has tried to scare businesses from dealing with Iran. This is a clear case of U.S. violation of the letter of the deal. However, Europe has been much more cooperative with Iran in various fields. EU countries, along with Russia and China, have defied America's calls for boycotting Iran. Observers around the world believe that America faces isolation over its stance on the nuclear deal with Iran.